Yes, I'm sorry. I was driving and I just got behind my computer.
Okay.
I'm
Not a
within you.
problem. You're like, I'm coming,
Thank
I'm
you.
coming. No problem. So I do have a little bit of a presentation for you that I can walk you through, or we can just do it as a Q&A since both of you already have your chatbots up and running, right? And this is more of kind of like to help you
Mm-hmm.
get started.
Mm-hmm.
And Ramsey, you have your chatbots up and running, right?
I have my chat box up, but it's not running the way that I want it to because it's I guess that my website is a little bit different. I'll explain
Okay.
because it's more of a bibliography, but website's the one that I'm working on.
Okay.
um, more than sales or things like that. So I'd like to listen to what you have to say and see how this can help me and try to understand how to use this better, please.
So let's do this session. So to maximize our time and to make sure that I answer all your questions, let's do it as more of kind of like a workshop. You show me the problems and then we'll be very specific. So I'm not giving you general advice. So Ramsey, since you're setting up, Sonny, you get started and just share your screen and
Okay.
show me where you're stuck.
Okay. I don't think I'm stuck, but I just wanted to know some of the things that I need to share my screen, right? Okay. Let me share.
Yeah, if you want to. And if you
Oh,
have any,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course. Why not?
Okay.
Okay. And because the most important part of it is like I forgot his name. There's the founder. They actually helped me
Danny?
to get all these things set up.
Uh-huh.
Already created my blog.
Okay, cool.
So if I go inside the blog part of it, and I did have some stuff queued up.
Yeah.
Okay, these are some other. So I'm getting the feed into my email because I decided to be able to choose both the WordPress and the regular Microsoft Words. So, but because I saw that in your presentation that you'll be able to have a link to our website and everything linked to our website. During if you reference and it goes, but I'm not getting that on the blog. So it will just give me. I have to manually go in and put in my link to my website.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can you share the company that it's on? So this is connected to a company, right? So
Yes, it's company. Yeah, it's not Fiesta Photo Booth. So
yeah, so if you just save that and go back to like exit that.
exit this one right here.
Yeah. If you save it will exit.
Okay, because I'm trying to.
Yeah. Should exit. If not, that top menu, the little hamburger on the left, on the top, top. Yeah, there you go. So my company.
My company.
Okay. Under setting, yep. You have two. Okay, which one is this under?
Yeah, this one right here. So.
And you do have your website there. Can you show me the blog post that you received in the email and show me what you mean?
Okay, so I should go into my email, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go into because that kind of starts. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Just wanna.
Yeah, you can make it bigger because your screen
fine.
is huge.
So.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah. So this is if I let me open this. Okay.
Yep.
So if you look at it, see your media maven.
Yep. Oh, interesting. Go back. So this one is our friends at and that's your name, your company name?
That's not my company name.
So interesting. Okay, so hold on a second.
Yeah. So all this area, it's just your media maven. So I have to literally go in and, I can't even do it here. I have to actually open it in the either pages from.
So your Media Maven, that's the name of your company?
That's not my company name. My company name is not Fiesta Photo Booth.
Is there anything in Noem that says your Media Maven?
No.
So you just made it up.
I mean, if you look at all these ones right here, if you go to Eloa, it actually goes there. Because I know this company is another state, is one of my cousins. So it goes straight to this company, but it's not to my own company. So I don't know what's going on. So I said, okay, since we got this schedule, so I'm gonna, and I've got couples of other email. Let me go back in, and maybe it's the same thing because I've not opened that first. Let me go back to, this is the one I got again. So if I come here, let me open this one now. Let me see what I got. See, our media. Okay,
Our media company,
let me see.
yeah. Yeah, and it goes to website.com, but your website is set up, your company is set up in Noem as a company, right?
Yeah, I mean, you might want to, okay, let me go back and see, maybe I'm doing something wrong. So
website, the Snap,
yeah, this is a website right there, Snap Fiesta. Maybe because I put a flash, I don't know, maybe, I mean, the slash in the
try
front.
remove it.
Let me try to remove it. Okay, let me save it.
And you can go to the queue, click on the queue, and click on next blog, and it should email you the next one, like on the bottom. Yeah. And it should email you the next one.
Okay, so I should go back.
Please wait while it's beginning, so it'll take a few minutes. Okay, so this one we'll figure out. What's the next issue?
Okay, so I should go back now?
Yeah.
Let me save. Let's see, inbox.
Oh, I'm saying it might take a second to come, but if you have another issue with Noem, so let's.
Okay, to have another. Yeah. So I mean, I wanted that to be fixed first because I think I can, and I just want to know, the best use case scenario for what I do, because I have another website too, which is basically I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer. I do Google Ads. I'm also I build websites and all kinds of things like that. So I have multiple different kind of business all over the place, and I have a website for them. So I wanted to be able to plug this thing for them. So right now, if I go to my website, snapfiestabook.com, yeah, it's right here. These are based on my queries that I've actually, just testing it out. And the way I actually build it, because of what I did, because there's something that, let me see, I'm trying to, I'm trying to show you something here. Okay, you know what, let me do it this way. I'm going to incognito mode here.
So I already know a few things that we can tweak that to make it a little bit better.
Okay, so I mean, this is what
cool. Yeah.
So I actually put in one of my
videos, very nice
promo video right here, so people can actually see, see these are actually hosted in a different site that I actually plug in because they have embed code that I can just put that embed code right here. So, and this is for them to be able to ask for questions and stuff, things like that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to know the case studies, different case studies where you can use Noem to actually grow each one of your businesses.
Oh yeah, because I was telling so I don't know, because I believe you know Dialora too. So I got Dialora too yesterday, but I know it's not actually for me because it doesn't mean I like to talk to people even when they call me to want to be able to. I don't want AI to call anybody, but I have clients that they said they want it. So, and that's the reason why I got it. I have a client that is actually, he has referred about 3 different companies to me that they have the same thing that he wanted. I said, okay, hold on, let me see. So when I see dollar, I said, okay, maybe this is gonna work for you. So that's why I got it for me. Not for me because I'm not gonna use it until when it gets to that exact, that function very well that we can actually relate with. So maybe I can do that. So, yeah.
So,
but yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, so 1, we're going to fix the blog. 2 is different case studies of how we can use Noem to actually grow each one of the businesses.
Exactly. Yes.
Anything else that we're going to cover today?
I mean, that's the base. I mean, that's the base of the whole thing because you wanted to be able to I mean, for people to interact and get some other thing. And then the other thing that I think is very, very important too, again, was because I use HoneyBook for my CRM, and because I don't know whether I can actually go into because I didn't see any way I can connect, maybe connect my Google calendar to it and be able to see the date that is booking. When people are making an inquiry for a specific date, they know that, oh, this date is available, this date is not available. So I wanted to be able to get those kind of linked together. So that is very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that with an API, and I can show you.
Okay.
You need to be a little bit of a techie. Or we can do that. So then case studies of how to grow the business. Ramsey and Michelle, what are your things? So maybe I can answer all of it at the same time. Michelle, I got a little bit of a breakdown of what you wanted to do. Anything changed since we last emailed? Do you want a camera?
No, nothing has changed. But I have a document where I answer the questions from what you sent over. Now, I've never used the platform, so right now I'm just about to get into the platform, create a free account just so I can get in there and play, and hopefully I can transfer over, if all goes well, to a paid account. But basically, just everything that I stated is for bond companies. And so a lot of the bonding industry is very competitive. So it's about how fast you move, the information you provide, and sell it to them. So this bot, from what you recommended, it should be separate bots. So I would say we could just do one bot just for the sake of time, because it seems like we should do it separate. The one bot that does the intake, the one bot that, kind of sells, but preferably I would like
someone.
You
can do them together.
Okay. So what I would like you to say is, hey, how are you today? And then the person says, hi, I'm so-and-so. Can we help you with the bond? What's the person's name? If it can search that public facing website to see if that person is there and if, their booking is complete. I don't know if we can, populate it to get certain fields and so forth, but pretty much everything I share. So right now I'm going off of 24 hours of no sleep, but I'm still here because it was very important for me to be here. So right now I'm just setting up my profile, and then I'll be able to jump back in.
Gotcha. Okay. And how did you find out about us?
AppSumo.
AppSumo. Okay, cool. So are you on tier 1, 2, 3?
Well, I haven't purchased yet because I want to make sure I can do it. And so what I would probably do is do the tier 3. And from what I understand, I can also get some of the enterprise. I just have to pay like a monthly fee or whatever, because I think I would probably go over a little bit, because I'm going to test it with this first company, and then I want to offer it as a service. And, I know that I'm going to blow past those limits. So I would probably have to do I don't know if I can combine it, the tier 3, and then do like maybe an add-on, for the overage.
Yeah. So, so here's the cool thing. We are really, we are a very ethical company. We are still babies. So we're still growing. We're going to have growing pains sometimes, but our goal is to make you successful. So, me personally now. If you grow and you need different plans, we can create a custom plan for you so that you're not stuck and you're not kind of like, oh my God, I'm $10,000 into something that I didn't think about.
Exactly, because I'm really thinking that the main company, they do about $1 million a month in revenue and profit. And I'm hoping that they would jump onto this one, and that would be like their first solid, client, so that I can use that revenue to grow it for, for others. So I'm just pulling everything up now. So should I just go ahead and first create my account and then just
do that? Yeah. Okay. Do that. And while you do that, let's find out what Ramsey wants, and then we'll answer everybody together. So we're on the same page. Ramsey? And it'll be great if I can see you guys. Just me and Sonny here. I know. I appreciate you turning on your camera. I don't feel alone in the world.
I probably would scare you right now.
You would not scare me, lady. I woke up next to Scary Day.
Not only do I have kids running around, I have about 3 kids in here running around everywhere. But I'll put my glasses on. I'll get myself presentable so I can join and get on camera pretty soon.
I appreciate that.
Let's put you on your camera so she can transfer. She has a very positive energy, and that is what is actually driving the whole thing. I just like the way you do presentation and everything. I said it to the other guy, maybe your boss or your friend. I said,
Sonny,
you are
what's your
so.
business?
Go ahead. What's the question?
What's your business, Sonny?
I'm a photographer. I'm also a videographer. I'm a filmmaker. I'm also a Google Ad expert. I build websites. So
Oh, nice. Be a
I'm
great
all,
addition.
yeah, and I have a affordable rental business. So I'm all over the
Oh,
place.
awesome. Awesome. But this will help each business though. This
Yeah.
can help each business for sure.
Yeah.
So
Where
just
you
so you
based?
guys know, we do
Atlanta.
have an
Okay.
app. We have a group in WhatsApp for AppSumo so that you guys can connect and stay in touch and share information and all that stuff. So
That's good.
Ramsey, last call if you want to
Okay.
cover something.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can we see?
Okay. I am I'm a project management, project manager, architect, architecture consultancy. So I've created a, website, and basically I want people to get to know me more than what the chat box seems to be more of a trying to sell somebody some products. It's not working out properly for me right now. I wanted to ask you very quickly, is this, you know that I missed last week's event, last Tuesday's, and thank you for today's event, but will you have one also next Tuesday, or is this going to be the
No, no, I think there's one more for AppSumo, and it's in the first email that you got, there was a link that linked to all of them. So you can see the next one. But if you need any type of support ongoing, like you don't need this workshop, you can either message me on WhatsApp, or you can book a call with our tech guy, and you can jump on a 30-minute call, no fees, no nothing, and you can solve any problems.
But you do have one more coming up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because I'm not as prepared as I should be right now. I just ran, I told you what my situation is. Furthermore, my situation is similar to Mr. Sonny. I am using Brizzy, but I do use Brizzy websites. I do use Vizzy. I do have a few other ones. And I also have gotten Dialora, and I hope to put them together. I am not there yet. However, that's where I'd like to get to.
Okay.
And
So, okay. So we have
now with
different use
Vizzy,
cases. What's that?
I'm sorry, but with my Vizzy website, for example, it is unable to read the information when I give it the link. So I had to fit in the information from the knowledge base. When I give it the link, I give it the information from the knowledge base, and I'm working in that manner in that way. Um,
Okay.
just to let you know, because when I put in the website link and it scanned it and everything, nothing came up regarding my information. I don't know why that happened, but that's what happened.
Yeah, we had another case. So it's a service that we're using to find all the information from your website. And right now we're working on a fallback. So if you're not listed, or if your website is not listed, then we won't find it. So we had a few people where we're like, hey, well, the website is even in ChatGPT, we can find it. So this is something that we know that we are working on having a fallback. If this doesn't work, then we'll have something else.
Okay, my website is published, just so that you know, if that, if that's what you meant.
No. There's I forget the name of the service that we use, but it's supposed to have access to all the public websites and get all the information from them. And some website, for some reason, it doesn't see. So
Yes.
it's not your problem. It's something that, we thought it has access to all the websites. Apparently it doesn't. And so we're just going to, oh, good to see you.
The screen is over here and my camera is over here. Sorry.
Not a problem. Good to see you.
I apologize.
You're
I'll take
totally
my hat
fine.
off too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this.
Thank
Let
you.
me show you a few things. I'm going to share my screen at the beginning. I'm going to show
Please.
you a few things in Gnome that you might not have known are in Gnome and how to use them. And then I'm going to show you how to integrate it with other, with make.com. If make.com has an integration with Google Sheet, which it does, if it has it with your CRM, if it has it with something else, then you can definitely connect everything together and it will just work beautifully. So let's do that. Let's start with Gnome. I'm going to use one of the, let's see, one of the projects that I have. It's a project. Okay, let me know when you can see this.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So when we moved a few things around. The templates used to be right here on the top. We're trying to give you more space to write and less things around. So you might see things moving a little bit just so that it's so much easier to kind of like edit the instructions and not have so many things on the screen. So in general, just so you know, when you write instructions, bold doesn't mean anything. The way that any chatbot, any AI out there knows how to read the page, they read it by headlines. So you have one heading, and then everything under that is heading 2 and then heading 3. That tells it the order, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. And then the bullet points goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I bold something, it doesn't matter because it doesn't read it. It's for us more than it is for something else. So that's one thing. 2, I always recommend that you back up your instructions just in case you made a change and then it messes up everything and you go like, oh, fudge, let me go back to something that actually worked. You can restore it from here. If you have anything with the instructions that you kind of like, maybe I don't understand what, like I don't know how Gnome is reading it, you can click on this little AI here and you can either ask a question or you can just say, okay, and it's going to go and think and it's going to tell you what it's thinking and how you can improve this. So this allows you to kind of like a free hand of writing everything the way that you think it needs to be. And then you can just fix it based on what the AI comes up with. The way that I think about instructions, I think about them as a job description. So see, so this one, it goes like, hey, here's a few suggestions that you can make it a little bit better, right? You can define the fallback behavior, you can enhance consistency. And what it did, it just rewrote the whole thing for you better. You can read it and see if you agree or not agree. If you agree and you want it, you can just copy it and put that into the instructions here. But this is a way for you to kind of like not get lost in your head of like, what am I saying? How am I saying it? And all that stuff. Am I saying it right? Am I not saying it right? You can just let the AI support you in that. Is that helpful?
Yes.
So I think about the instruction as a job description. If you were to go and hire a person to sit there and be the receptionist for your job, you would tell them, go do this, then do this, then do this, then do this, right? It'll be, this is your role. When someone comes in, you greet them. When they ask a question, you answer politely. When they say this, you say that, right? You tell them exactly. At the end of the day, you're going to turn off the computer and you're going to go there. If someone says something mean and you want to talk to me, email me or text me or something. That's the instruction, job description. If you want, now that you trained the employee and you said, this is the things that you need to do, now she needs to know what's the policies, where are the return agreement, where are all these things. That goes into the knowledge. So that's the difference between instructions, job description, and knowledge, all the library of your SOPs and your policies and all the stuff that you want. So in the instructions, you need to tell your appointment setter, like, hey, if something happens, right, then use this URL. So let me find, so then if this happens, then share the URL so you can link to that. If you have a knowledge file, you can say, if you're looking at our pricing, reference knowledge file, just copy the name of the knowledge file. And then it knows, like, if I'm looking at this offer, I'm going to look for all the pricing and all the things that I need to know about the offer in the knowledge file. Here's the name. That's how you connect the two. Does that make sense? Any questions
No.
before I continue? Okay, cool. The knowledge, what's super cool about the knowledge file is this thing. If you have something that updates, that you update on a regular basis, like coupons or deals or prices or anything like that, or if you wanted to reach the internet and actually do searches, you can do that here. You basically give it a name, then you can connect it to a Google Doc, and then every day or every hour, it will go and do that. What you need to know is that this takes tokens, right? So the more you do it, the more tokens it takes, because there are functions where it calls OpenAI and it does the research. You can do something similar. This is for you, Michelle. If you go to the instructions and you click on API and you use either Make or Zapier, and then right here, you basically connect it to whatever website you want, and you do everything from here, and you send it back to Noem. That will not cost you any tokens, and that works fantastically well. And I'm going to have a video showing you how to do specifically this,
Okay.
probably tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to email all of you how to connect it to Make.
Okay.
But Make, what's that? Make has like all these integrations, right? So you can send SMS and you can connect it to Monday. Someone said Monday, and the calendar and everything in here, so that you don't have to mess inside with Noem. You just add a webhook and say, hey, call the webhook, and that's it. And then it does it automatically. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
And that will really save you on a bunch of tokens. And it's right here under API webhooks. And it looks like something like this. Actually, I'm not going to get into this. It's a little techy, so I'll share the video. And then if you have any questions about the video, just let me know. Here, this will help you, Sonny. Right here, allow clearing the thread history. If you check this, it will, hold on a second, it will add this little box right here, so that if someone clicks on something and start writing and all that stuff, and you want to start from the beginning, you can just click on it and it clears the whole thing up.
Okay, so where's that? I didn't know where you click.
So in the chat thread functions.
Thread functions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Enable the.
So enable clearing thread history.
Okay.
That way you don't have to go to incognito every time and open a new
Yeah, because
thing
I was trying. Yeah, that's why because I couldn't close. I was like, okay, how do I get this? I knew that okay, if I go incognito, I will be able to get that. So, because I was thinking maybe I'll clear my cache, but at the same time, if I did that, that means I have to resend back all my stuff. So, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. If you click strictly stay on topic, it will not allow the user to get off topic, right? Like, hey, who won World War II? You don't. This is not ChatGPT. You don't want them to use your tokens for stuff like that.
Okay.
Speaking on tokens, right here, limits. You can say people cannot have more than 100 messages, 50 messages. So by default, it's 1,000, but it goes like, someone cannot just sit there and have a conversation with my chatbot for weeks, right? It cannot use it to write journals. It cannot use it to do research and all that stuff, because all these messages cost you tokens. So you can limit it to 50. And then what happens if they reach that limit? 50 messages is a lot, but if they've reached that limit, the chatbot will say, hey, it looks like I can't solve your issue. Let me contact support. It's going to email you. And you're going to know that, hey, there's this thing with the conversation, and you can follow the conversation and find out exactly, is it a troll or someone that actually is trying to figure out, what to do and help you with that.
And we have several emails, multiple emails that it emails this to, or is it limited to one email?
So you can just have the different emails, and you can just tell it like, hey, if someone wants to talk to sales, send it to sales. If someone wants to talk to product, and it doesn't have to be product manager. It can just be a different email, but you know who you want the information to go to.
So I can break it down for counties for us because, okay, great.
It will not email out for you. So this one says email the user. The user means if someone is logged into your Shopify, then they are a user in your system. It doesn't mean a visitor to your website that chats on the chatbot. If you want to email someone who's logged into Shopify or logged into WordPress, then you can use SendGrid and send an email from there. But you don't have to, because with Make, you can connect it to whatever you want. And it doesn't have to be a registered user. It can just be anyone who visited, because you can collect their emails. So for example, in this Google Sheet, for example, I collect name, email, and phone number, and then I have all the information in Google Sheet, and then I can do with it whatever I want, just as an example. So all the emails are here, knowledge base, the automatic updates, we talked about that. In the design, we change the colors here. You can upload your own little avatar. So then it will show up, instead of showing up like a little thing here, it will show a little picture. And right here, you can have a little tooltip. So you can be like, hey, ask me something. And what will happen is, let me save this and see, it's not deployed on any website. So let's see if it was, it's not going to show up here. Let's see. Okay. So if I went to her website, for example, and I used our Chrome extension, which we're not telling you yet, and I use our AI. So it shows up here, but it will show, it should show as a little face. Okay. She has something else that pops up, so it's kind of like messes up things. But it will show a little face, like it will show, I don't have a face, so that's why it doesn't.
You can go to my website. I think I have it on my site.
But I didn't. Let me upload a little, let me show you what I mean. So if I upload an image here, upload a file, and we're just going to put a little picture. I'm going to use this as her face. So you see, you have a face here. Instead of the icon, there's actually a little face. So if I save that, and I go to the website again, and I'll try this again. Now there's a little face, and there's like, hey, ask me something. There's a little tip. This is super helpful when you are on mobile and you don't want the whole thing to pop up, but you just want to show like, hey, I'm right here. So you can have a little face and then a little tip that basically goes like, hey, there's something here. Do you want to ask me something? Right? So it shows up there. This will allow you, okay, so on your website, so before I go on, any questions about this? Too much? Or how we doing? What's the pace? How is everything?
Yeah. No, I think I'm good, because I already got it set up. This Ask Me Anything, I already got it set up my own chatbot on my website.
You have that little fab button tip?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, on my side, yeah.
So to see this live, it has to already be deployed on the website. So we won't be able to see this as we're designing until we deploy it. Is that correct?
Yeah, but you could deploy it on your website, and you can block it on the homepage and just have it, and just have it on one page, right? For example. So if you wanted to, you're like, okay, I don't want it to show on my homepage, but I just want to see it on the other pages. Or in the design, right here, you have embed into element. So you can create an element name, chatbot. And what will happen is, if you put that element on WordPress or HTML or any other website, Noem is going to look for that element. If it doesn't find the element, it will show up as a little button, like a little bot, like this one, right? Or it will hide it completely, right? So you could have a page where you just put this chatbot, deploy it just on that specific page, do like hide the chatbot, and then you'll only see it on that specific page. Does that make sense?
Yes, but just to test it out, I can just build any website and deploy it there, correct?
Yes, and just make sure that you have the domain name here. Otherwise, it won't show.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah. So if you wanted to have a page, like a contact us page that looks like a full page like this, right? You just wanted one page on your own website that only has the chatbot on it, either to just bring people in and they can get to know you, either to like remove all confusion. Hey, I just want you to talk to my chatbot. But you wanted it on your site like this, then you will create an element, sorry, in the design, you'll create an element, you'll put that on your site, right? On that one page, the contact us page, and then Noem will show up as a full page chatbot and not a little bot. So examples for use is A, it can be your contact page, because why would people contact you if the bot can solve your problems? B, it can act as your support. So if you have a course or you're teaching people something, or you have something super complicated that you want to dumb down and you want them to walk through this can be your private tutor or virtual coach, if you will. When they log into your website, they can get to this page, and now they can interact with this, and this can answer all the questions. It can
So if I
also
want,
be, go ahead.
sorry. If
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to do a test of this, I think I read on AppSumo somewhere that you all host pages like this. Of course, it'll be like noem.ai / whatever the actual URL is. Is that still, did I understand that correctly?
Right here. So under deploy, right on Noem hosted website, you're going to click on settings. It's going to go you to the hosting. So we have, so this is super cool. We just changed it, so I'm excited. We have different themes that you can choose from, or you can upload your own theme somewhere here. I need to find it, and I need to tell you where it is.
What format would that theme be?
Oh, right here. You can add whatever background or URL that you want right here. So you can find images and stuff like that, or you can upload your own image, just put the URL of that image. And then, so let's see. So if I were to choose this one, and let's do copy image URL, can I do that? See, opening a new tab. Let's see if that's gonna work. First time ever testing it with you. What? Background, save. Yes. Ta-da!
Oh, that's good.
No way.
So let me ask you, is there a way to mask that URL if I've just wanted to do like a couple of test sites under your hosting? Is there a way to mask that URL, or will it always be known?
Yes. So you can have your own custom domain right here.
Oh, perfect.
I know.
Okay.
It's badass.
It really is. That's great.
What's that?
I said that no, it really is. I was agreeing with you, and I said that's great.
It's really cool. So this one will have the instructions. What you need to know about the custom domain is this. Since you are changing the A record or the C names, you cannot have ifatcoin.com/chat with me, and that will host the whole website. If you're pointing to the domain, the whole domain becomes this. Make sense?
Gotcha. You have to point to that page, create a name for that page, and point it there. Correct.
If you buy it, so what I'm saying is you need to have it. If you want your own domain specifically for this chatbot, right? If you want your own domain specifically for this chatbot, you'll buy a domain just for the chatbot. There's not going to be any other pages or anything like that on it.
Okay, so you can't use a subdomain. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. That's what I was asking.
You can use subdomain, right?
I will get back to you. Good question.
Okay.
Because that's what I was going to say, so that I can like take my main website and make subdomains to host, demo sites or demo bots. So, okay, that's a great question.
That's a new question too, yeah. And how much would buying a domain cost?
Like $10 for a year.
Yeah.
Probably less.
Probably $10.
Yeah, it's like, it depends on where you buy it from. So I love 1&1. That's my hosting, not my hosting. That's a company that I've been hosting my stuff with. And they are extremely affordable, and they give you a domain for a whole year, and then it's like $12.
Do they include an email with that?
Yeah, everything. I love them. So
Yeah.
that's one. And then the other question, can I put a subdomain? So
I think you can. You could just point it to that subdomain, I guess, because it would have
I
its
think
own.
so. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, because you can create a CNAME and all this rest, and it just points that to that. I've not tried it. I'm just saying I think it's possible, and if it's
I mean,
not,
theoretically, I think it's possible.
yeah, as long as there's
I'll
no
confirm.
function in there, so I should be able to.
We'll confirm.
Okay.
So all that stuff happens here, right? Under the hosting, you either have our own themes, or you can have the own background, or this is super cool, you can put like YouTube, let's see, background video. Let's see.
Oh, I have a video background. What does this look like on mobile?
So let's see. So if I do video background, what? Video background. Okay. So let's say I grab this one. You're testing it with me in real time. You can put it here.
You see?
No, it has
No,
to be
no,
something
okay.
else.
And I think yeah, maybe YouTube can block that, but I believe you have your own hosted video somewhere, and you can just put that link right there to be able to play it.
Yep.
So what does this look like on this hosted page looks like on mobile?
Really good. So here, I'm gonna put this pixel picture again. Let's remove this one, remove this one, remove this one, remove this one, remove this one. Let's choose this image again. I'm gonna give you the URL and you can look at it in mobile. So save, publish, ta-da. Here's the URL. Let's put it in the chat.
Let me see my phone real fast, Mauricio.
And you guys can check it out. So hosting is amazing. Instead of having Linktree, for example, or instead of having a sales page where people get lost and all that stuff, and you're worried above the fold, below the fold, and all that stuff, instead of having, social media go to find all my things, you can just send them to a chatbot, and then these questions are basically the path you want them to take, right? So in this case, for example, the best question is like, this person is a dermatologist. So which treatment is right for me would be a good thing, because then it will help them figure out what to use from all her services, and then figure out, and then book a consultation. Can I treat now and pay later? So a lot of people, dermatology is expensive. So do they have any functions and stuff like that? By the way, the clear chat is right here on the top, right?
Okay.
So I can clear that and go again. So what's nice about all these is that in the back end, in the stats, you can look at all the sample prompts and see what people are actually clicking on. And now you know what people are interested in, and that will allow you to actually figure out, these are the messages that I want. This is the content I need to put out. This is where people are really stuck. These are the questions they really want. It can really fuel your entire strategy of your business, because you know how people are interacting. It also tells you like where they're coming from. Is it web? Is it phone? This one will tell you how many escalation, like when the bot could not solve a problem and it actually emailed you, you'll see how many are here. The inbox will have all the conversations right here. So if there was ever a problem, if you got an email about this, you can click on this. This one didn't have anything because it's a test bot, but you can click on this and it will show you all the emails that were escalated. If someone sent support and said, hey, I was talking to your bot, blah, 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 and I had this conversation and they didn't tell me anything, and you actually wanted to go and look at the conversation, you'll click on this one You'll put their email here and it will pull the conversation up. And this one is if you have Shopify, for example, and you want to see all the logged in users, you will have all the logged in users right here.
Okay.
So that this give you a little bit better understanding of what Noem is capable of and how to use it.
It does. I have a quick
It does.
question. We know that those basic chatbots, you know, the ones that Noem is so much better than, they usually ask for the name and the email address, some type of information so they can, you know, data they can collect on the customer. How would you put that in the flow so that the conversation design is natural without seeming like that, you know, bot? Because whenever I go to a website and it asks for my email and phone number, I mean, my name first, I know automatically that it's going to be passed off and it's not either a live chat bot or I'm not going to get my needs met. So how would you propose getting that information naturally in the flow of the conversation design?
So you can in the communication style, you can say after 3 to 4 messages, ask them for the name and email so you can give them personalized suggestions, right? So for example, in here, which treatment is right for me? I can be like, hey, so this one is basically saying, for me to tell you what it is, could you share what you're trying to improve, right? Do you want to address wrinkles, restore volume? By the way, I didn't tell the bot to ask any of this. I just said, hey, what I need you to do is do an assessment. So I said, ask clarifying questions, right? Recommend what product and all that stuff. All I did for this bot, I didn't do anything. I didn't mess with the instructions. All I did is give her the URL and said, hey, find out exactly what's going on and then, you know, match it with her. So you can see that this one, for example, if I'm going to do a clear chat, and it's going to be like, which treatment is right for me? It's going to come up with the same thing, but with a different way of saying it. See? Are you interested in wrinkle reduction, volume? The previous one didn't have bullet points. But it starts with like, hey, instead of going like, which treatment is right for me? Buy our $5,000 Botox thing, right? It goes like, wait, this is like your best appointment setter. It acts like a human. It goes like, are you interested in this? Do you want this? What is the problem that you're trying to solve? So then let's say wrinkle reduction, for example. It will start talking about it. And then it will be, would you like to focus on injectable, blah, blah. So I can be like, after the second interaction, ask them for their name and email. Right?
That
Or
makes perfect sense.
I can also start with like, hey, I can tell you the treatments, or I can be like, hey, my name is Cupcake. What's your name? Right? And then it will collect the email. It'll be like, great. If I need to send you the results, what would be the best email to send it to? Or I can ask, or I can take it from you later. The same, so in the job description, the same way that you would tell a human, hey, greet them, make a joke, be nice, find out what the problem, introduce yourself, ask them for the name. You can do exactly the same thing in here as a job description. So think about this like a human, because she's talking like a human, right? There's no if else, if else, if else. And what's super nice about this is that if someone goes off script, because there's no if else, it will never break. It will answer the question based on the knowledge, but will stay on topic. Which means we're not teaching Noem what to say. If they say this, you say this. If they say this, you say this. We don't teach them what to say. We teach them how to think.
And I think that's what I need to get around from, because I used to build those static chat box that was conditional. So I guess, is there a way to get a copy of that, this sample one that you have, so I can work on how to structure or how to provide my instructions to the chat box?
This is just a template. This template.
Oh, really?
This is just a template. So
nice.
That's the, I think it's the customer support template. Yeah. That's just it. It's the template. I didn't do anything for the template.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the way that I would go about this is this. I would come in here, choose the template that I want. There are going to be yellow areas, right? Where you just, like here, that was yellow, like the company name. So just change that to what you want. Then I would go to the knowledge and I will give it all the information that I want to know, right? Then I would go to the design and give it sample prompts, like what is the path that I want people to take? And then I'll go to the test and I'll be like, okay, what does it say when I say that? What does it say when I say that? Right? And that's how I know to fix the instructions. So I'm not going to start with the instructions. I'm going to take the basic instructions as they are, just update the business and the stuff, you know, about my business, like what the link, give it, teach it, tell it, this is my SOPs, this is what you need to know about my business, this is how I want you, you know, this is how we do things here. Give it a path, like start with a question, and then go test and see. And then if it goes like, oh, I asked it shipping and it told me blah, let me go and fix my shipping. And then, this is super, super important. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and tell you this. Super important. The 80-20 rule of chatbot building. It will never be perfect, ever, ever. And what you know about your business and what your customers know about your business, very different, right? So you can imagine all the scenarios here, but then you put it out in the wild and you go like, dude, people are asking completely different things because they don't know what you know. So the best way to do it is get it 60% there, right? Don't spend months on it. 60%. Put it on your website, send real traffic to it. And then monitor the interactions. And then just edit the text, right? You don't need to change anything. You just go like, oh, she said blah, don't say blah anymore, right? And then after a week or 2 weeks, depending on how much traffic you have, your bot will kind of like already have all the information because most people repeat themselves.
Would you say that pre-workshop document you gave us, if we filled that out completely, right, do you think we can take that and format that for the instructions and kind of start there?
Yeah, so what I would do is, if you wanted to do that, take your document, take the instructions, copy the instructions from the bot that you like, put it in ChatGPT and be like, here's the document, formulate my answers to fit the job description for my chatbot.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Okay.
See, you already know, Michelle.
I actually did that because I was trying to, you know, to narrow what my business, what I did was just, okay, this is what I do. Just give me this. And that's what he gave me and I put it in. That's what I do.
There's no right or wrong, right? Because like, even if you took a human and you told her, listen, from now on, every time someone walks into the door, we say blue. And then a week later you come in and she goes like yellow. And you're like, remember, we changed the word to blue, remember? So that's the difference between training a human and training a chatbot. You'll give them the instructions, they'll do something. You'll be like, oh no, let's update it. And from now on, it's updated, right? But you still need to give them the basic job description thing. So it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah,
it will never be perfect. It won't be perfect, okay? No perfect.
So the best way when you edit this, can you go back to that? So let's say I deploy, okay, I see some things. Hey, you know what? I need to bring in payment plans or whatever. So would I then go to the instructions, or I think there was another section that you went to. Once we start learning these different things of what we want to change, what's the best way to, because we're not telling it what to say, we're training it how to think. How would you best implement that? By directly adding that to the instructions, or I feel like there was another area.
Let me see if I can make that a little clearer. So I did have a little presentation for you, but
and will we have a copy of this as well as the other ones, because the other workshops, or just a copy of this?
Yeah, totally. We'll put it on the website. So let me show you this.
Please, that'll be great. Thank you.
Awesome. So instructions, knowledge, okay? Instructions, job description, knowledge, resources. Instructions, what to do. Knowledge, what to know, right? So offer, match, Ask. All the action verbs are instructions. All the knowledge verbs, policies, product and product list, FAQs, testimonials, knowledge, right? So let's say we're watching our conversations, right? 2 weeks in, and we notice that if the chatbot gives the wrong policy, what do we need to fix? The knowledge or the instructions?
Knowledge.
Right. If it asks the wrong question, what do we need to fix?
That's hard because it says ask. No, that's what it's telling you to do, but the frequently asked questions is under knowledge.
But if the bot asks the wrong question,
Oh, then it's instructions.
Instruction or fixed instruction.
you got it. You got it. Don't
Is
forget
this
that.
available, this slide right here?
Yeah, I'll make it available.
If not, I just did a screen. I just did a
You
screenshot.
did a screenshot, even better.
I feel like this is going to be
Even
super
better.
helpful. Yeah,
Can I
this
ask
is
a
going to be
quick
helpful in
question,
building.
please?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, can I ask, when I go to, like, where do I put my, for example, Calendarly or any kind of product that I'm going to be using for, to book an appointment or something? Because right now when I ask it, it's giving me, obviously, I didn't put anything in there, but it's asking me to it's giving a link that, of course, that does not exist. But I just want to know.
So here, for example, I changed that and was like, hey, suggest a free consultation and share the booking link. Here's the booking link, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
By the way, this is not a free anymore, so it's just a consultation. Turns out she's charging for it. So then when I say like here, and then I can test it, I'll say, how do I book a consultation? And be like, oh, super easy. Here's the link.
Perfect.
If you
And then
wanted to connect it to something like you actually wanted to go out and look at something, you don't have to complicate it. I mean, like she sends people from Instagram to this page all the time, right? So it doesn't have to be complicated. Or if you wanted to complicate it, you can start creating APIs and connection and all that stuff, but there's no need. People are used to clicking and doing stuff. Last thing, let me tell you, because we are on time, a few ideas of how to use this. So when you deploy, you can also deploy to Twilio. What this will do, if you have Google My Business, or if you want people to text your number and talk to your chatbot, because your chatbot is doing such an amazing job at filtering the people, answering all their questions, and sending them to your booking link, you can give them a number, a Twilio number, and that Twilio, that same exact bot can be on Twilio, can be on your website, can be on your WhatsApp, can be on your WordPress, that same exact bot. All of it will go here and all the conversation will be here.
So, okay, how do we connect that?
So right here you have instructions, you have to get a number, and then you have to put this webhook inside Twilio.
Okay.
I'll tell you, with WhatsApp, it's been a hell of a journey trying to get them connected. So once I figure out how to get that connected, because Facebook doesn't have any support whatsoever. It's amazing. I yelled at them at the phone. I'm like, dude, you want me to pay you ads and you're not freaking making me help, connect this stuff together.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Google too. If you're doing ad, you don't get to talking to nobody. So
It's
except people don't want to
insane.
say, yeah.
But they will send me,
Yeah.
here's $500 for your ad thing. Here's you that. I was like, freaking just help me connect these things and I'll use it.
No, you can't, because they don't want you to know that. They just want to get your money. So if you're able to, that's the way it is. I mean,
It's really annoying. It's really.
I was yelling at my computer today. You guys just took my money. I don't even know what the heck is going on today because I'm just looking at it and there's nobody to talk to except people that want to sell you stuff.
It's
Just
very
curious.
frustrating. It's very
With
frustrating.
Twilio, if it's SMS, right? So on their end, it just looks like a text message coming to them from whatever number, right? So then we won't be able to, I guess, have those suggestions that come up when you're viewing this on the web. So
No, but it will be a conversation that's happening. So it'll
Okay.
be, and you'll be able to see all the conversations in here.
Okay.
So imagine
Oh.
this. This is super cool if you're thinking about streamlining your business. If you're like, I just want to get pre-qualified people to my calendar. I don't want to talk to all the tire kickers. I don't want to answer the same question over and over again. I don't want to be filtering them. I just want to get them on my calendar if they're the right fit. That's it, right? Then you send everybody into your chatbot, and the chatbot does the filtering. And then the chatbot goes like, okay, this person cannot afford me. Send them to my YouTube video, send them to my podcast, send them to follow me on social, give them a document, and then add them to my email list, right? This person can afford me right now, send them to the sales page. This person needs to talk to someone, send them to my calendar. All these instructions can be right here. See, if they have this, then do that, right? If they want to see it in action, link to this. If they want to build their own, send them to this one. If they want to do this, send them to that. And then the deployment can be SMS, you text me, they have the conversation with the chatbot goes like, can't afford me, send them to YouTube. Can't afford me, send them to the sales page. Want to talk to me, get them on the calendar, right? And now all you get on your calendar is just pre-qualified people.
But the conversation we can't manipulate, right? Because we're not telling it what to say. It's just going off of the knowledge. So we won't be able to control the conversation, but we'll tell it what to do if I'm correct, right?
Yes, so you tell it what to say, kind of like if else here, right? Like how to, here you tell it how to run the conversation. Ask this question, find out this information, figure out if they make more than $1,000, send them to my YouTube. If they make, less than $1,000, send them to my YouTube. If they make $10 million, give them my home address, right? But you do all that stuff right here in the instructions. And then the knowledge base will be like, here's what they need to know about my program if they have questions. Here's my testimonials to show that I know what I'm talking about. Here's my lead magnet link for them to get my lead magnet.
I got a quick question. On the leading up to sale, for example, now it said ready to build your own. We can change that to our own language, right?
You can change anything.
So,
this is
okay.
just if you just edit this as you edit a Google Doc. So what I would do, copy all of this, put it in a Google Doc, save it, fix your stuff, put it in here, save that, work it, right? Anything needs to change, just come in here and change the, like, hey, don't send them to Calendly anymore, send them to this link, right?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, because I did some change there. Okay.
Yeah, just edit like you edit this, like you edit a Google document.
Okay. Let's go back. Sorry, let's go back to that deploy, because you mentioned that if you have a Google My Business page, they can actually chat the bot there. How do we do that?
In Google My Business, you put a phone number for people to call, right?
Yes, I do have a phone number.
Yeah, put that Twilio phone number
So
instead.
yeah, it has to be Twilio phone number.
If you want to connect it to Twilio and Twilio connects to this chatbot.
Okay,
right?
so yeah, what I'm okay, because I'm saying that because I have a Google phone number, a Google Voice number on my site, because they help me filters junk calls and stuff, things like that. So can that be implemented in here?
No, unless you have that with Make,
Okay.
but not the deployment right away. I don't think, maybe. So in Make, in the scenarios, can you start from, let's see, start. Can we start from a different one? Google My Business. There's no Google Voice. Gemini. No, you can't use Google Voice.
Okay.
I don't think Google Voice has any. No, but you can keep Google Voice for your Google Voice stuff. I have Google Voice just for my business stuff, and then this one I got a Twilio number because I'm like, I don't want to.
I do have a Twilio number.
Yeah.
I do have a 1-800 Twilio number.
Because I
So-
want to keep my conversations. So for example, in here, if you connected it to Twilio, right? You can say after you have that conversation, if they're a good person, give them this number,
Okay.
right? Or say, I'm going to call you from this number, or if you wanted to, you know. But
Okay.
that number I try to save only for business stuff, not to connect it to chatbots and everything else.
When would you use an API? Can you just to
Yeah,
save
so
tokens?
honestly, most of the stuff is already built in. If you want to connect it to your CRM, like you want to collect emails and you want to send it to a CRM or like an email autoresponder, you want all the conversation from the chatbot to be in an email autoresponder, that's when I'll do it. The challenge would be is that they have to consent to receiving emails from you. And with the chatbot, unless you say like, hey, do you want to get my emails? And then they say yes. Otherwise, you can't really move them to your, you can start sending them emails. They have to opt into your
Yeah,
email
so,
list.
yeah, because basically, I mean, on my website, they actually, my contact page actually have like a filtered disclaimer that filling in this information, you opted for receive text and email from me. So, which is basically what it is. So, and then when they put that, I can follow with their, because they consent to that. But on the bot side, unless if you have a disclaimer, right, then that would be, so.
You could add a disclaimer. You could add the disclaimer right here in the design before you start, right? Like, hey there, by the way, just so you know, if you're doing anything. But that's what this will be. If you can want to connect it, if you wanted to connect Noem to any third party, CRM, email autoresponder, Michelle wants to connect it to a website that checks things, anything outside of Noem, that's when you're going to use an API.
So just in the same sense how we can use a bot for lead nurturing, for us, doing a really good follow-up really leads to us getting more bonds. So could I have a bot that strictly, you know, of course, once we consent it to having their information, that kind of checks up with them, like, I don't know, like a customer experience bot?
So I didn't show you this slide, so let me find it and then show you. Let's see. Okay, so let me show you this, and then if there's nothing else, we are past the time. Okay, there's a big difference between chatbots, AI agents, and automations. So chatbots are reactive, meaning it's like you sit there and they wait for you to do something, like a receptionist, right? Unless you come to the concierge table, they're never going to come and talk to you. That's a chatbot. Agent is proactive. So you give them a goal and they go out and they do it without you having to check in. So the blog project that Sonny just showed us, that's an agent because you said it once and every week it emails you a blog post without you having to go like, did you email me? Did you email me? Remember, there's a blog post. It does it automatically. That's an agent. Automation, that's like make.com, NN8, Zapier. If this happens, then do this. It's very straightforward. If the sun goes down, turn on the light. The sun didn't go down, light is off. Just if else. The nice thing about Noem is that it does all of this. We focus mostly on the chatbot, but you can amplify it with automations when you connect it to the API. And we do have agents like the blog writer, but the chatbot themselves, they do most of the work once the user comes to the site or comes to your phone or comes to your WhatsApp and engages with you. If you wanted the bot to do something else, then you can connect it to an automation and just say like, hey, after 2 days, send them an SMS. Like with Twilio, if they started with an SMS. But you cannot send them a message on a website if they're not on the website 2 days later, right? That's the challenge with this whole follow-up thing. So unless they open unless you have their phone number and then you can text them randomly, or their email and then you can email them randomly. If they're on your website, whether we host it or you host it, you can't actually go and pop something, because if they're not on the website, they'll never see it. Make
But we
sense?
could use that Twilio, like how you were saying with Twilio, and after we have consent to use their number, we could, if we had a Twilio number, put that in there and then send from there. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah. So you could create an integration with make.com and just put like a wait period, and then check on them. You can do that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what would you recommend? I know we're at time. What would you recommend so that I can start retraining my mind? So what you showed us thus far are chatbots. Did we look at any AI agents today?
We are focusing, AppSumo kind of like messed us up with the messaging. They said that we are AI agents for everything and all that stuff, and we're moving away from that. And we're moving away from that because we found that chatbots are really more powerful and less complicated for most people to use for the business uses that they need. So we're focusing mostly on chatbots. The cool thing is this. The goal of noem.ai is to set it and forget it, meaning we're not adding AI to your support. We're eliminating support. Only when the AI fails, that's when support kicks in. Meaning everybody talks to your chatbot. Only if it can't solve the problem, that's when you get an email. Otherwise, AI handle everything for me, right? I have other things to do.
So that's the handoff section, right? So how do we get that set up?
That's in the email section right here. So when you give an instruction and you go like, hey, if something fails,
Okay.
right, email. So email, and you just put something here. But more than that, what we have in development is that, excuse me, once conversation comes in and we start analyzing the conversations for you, you'll see right here, run AI analysis. If you turn this on, it's going to start analyzing all your conversations, and it's going to start letting you know like, hey, there's a knowledge gap. People are talking about X and I don't know how to answer X. So you need to give me more information here so I know what to answer. Or it will tell you like, hey, there is a problem with blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, most of your customers are super happy. But it will take that and turn it into action items. Like, hey, everybody's asking for this product. Maybe in the next 30 days, you want to create that product and send it to everybody. So it will
And where
start
would that
giving you,
appear once it
what's
does
that?
that? Where would that appear?
I'm sorry?
If you did run AI analysis right now, where would that appear? Is that something that we download? Is that going to appear somewhere?
No, it will. So good question. It will be right here in the inbox.
So, but that is, you guys have not enabled that feature, right? Because it's not showing in my account.
We are in conversation with AppSumo to make it available to you guys.
Oh,
So,
okay. Because
yeah,
I'm not seeing it.
if
I don't
they,
see it. Is this something, am I doing something wrong?
No,
Because
you're not. We're not seeing it.
oh, you're cheating.
so it will, we're, sorry, I jumped the day. We're in conversation to try to add some features because we want, the messaging that we had in AppSumo was completely off. We are really focusing on chatbots. They promoted us as like this all able AI agents, and people came in and they're like, can you find the clients for me and talk to them and comment on their stuff and get them a thing and get them to buy? No. So the messaging was wrong. So we're really focusing on chatbots. We want to change that a little bit and then add some features for you guys. And we're trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah,
So.
and you know what is actually funny is like, not really funny. Laura actually creates an API that can actually link both your noem.ai and their things together to be able to work together.
Which one?
Laura.
Oh, Laura, yeah.
Yeah, they create an API to be able to connect to you guys to be able to, to combine those two together and, act fine. So it's something that we requested from and they work on it and they did that.
Yeah. It's cool. People are getting used to AI calling them and talking to AI and having conversations. Some people really prefer talking to the AI, so there's not the emotional stuff that comes with
It's
it.
not connected with much.
You know, so they can just be like, look, this is what I want. Can you just give it to me? And the AI, sure, here it is. So we're getting to the point where people expect this type of like really quick responses and stuff and conversations. So give it a try. So two questions for you. One, what's that?
I wanted to ask one quick question just to clarify before we leave there. So the chatbot, I get what it does. Okay, I get that now. So that's why you didn't laugh at my joke before about chatbot. So now I get it now. Okay, I was like, is this thing on? But anyway, so but for on your website, like the different specific use cases, like the real estate, the blog posts, all of that. So those would be considered the AI agents. Am I understanding that correctly? And that we can take that and kind of edit that to our case, and that is what's considered an AI agent for Noem. Is that correct?
I don't think so. So what do you mean by real estate? And
so if you go to your website, you have like particular use cases like the legal field, you have real estate, you have all these different use cases, right? So what we're going over today seems like, if I understand you correctly, is more of the chatbot, but that is more of a feature that is the AI agent. Am I understanding this correctly?
So in real estate, so the way that you, okay, got it. In the way that you use chatbots in real estate would be to find out where the person is, to get quotes, to get their information, and then maybe book a tour. If you were in the restaurant service, then you can use a chatbot to tell them where you open, tell them what the specials are, tell them whether you're gluten-free or dog-friendly. All the questions that people are asking over and over and over again that humans don't need to be answering, right? Honestly, because it's the same thing. A chatbot can handle that. So you can have a chatbot in every vertical that asks different questions based on that industry, but it's the same chatbot. An agent would be something like the blog, right? Every Monday, send me a blog post. If you're thinking about repetitive stuff that has to happen all the time, that is the same thing. It doesn't change. A blog doesn't change. Go research this based on that and send me 2,000 words. That doesn't change every week, right? But if there's a process that needs to be changing, then either it's an automation that, hey, when this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. There can be an AI in between, but it's an automation flow, right? Does it make sense? And a chatbot is kind of like...
It does. So basically, all of the use cases on your website, we can achieve that with the chatbots. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the way I would think about this, the way I would think about it is reverse. What is it that I'm trying to achieve? Am I trying to achieve conversions? Am I trying to achieve opt-ins? Am I trying to eliminate customer support thing? Do I want to educate someone? Do I want to help them? They bought my course and I want to help them implement. What is it that I want to do, right? We start with that. What's the end goal? Based on that, what do I need? If I want to help someone who bought my course implement the course, my chatbot will have all my course all my course content, and it will be like, how do I apply FAT's framework to my business? That'll be a virtual assistant, right? All the questions that you get all the time. This will be super, super helpful if you have like a low tier, hey, you can talk to my chatbot 24/7 and it will answer all the questions. If you want to talk to me, you can book my time for $150, $200, right? So now the chatbot does all the ongoing support without you. And you get paid for your time because that's where the strategy comes in. That's when they want to pick your brain. That's when all that stuff happens. So that'll be a virtual coach chatbot. If you want to, that can be behind a paid wall. If you want, I want someone to answer all the questions and get people to opt into my thing. That'll be a chatbot on your homepage. If you want a chatbot for, hey, contact me. Before they contact me, find out try to solve all their problems. And only if you can solve their problems, then contact me. That's a chatbot for that, right? So you start with like, if you were to hire a team to help you streamline your business, what will they do? Each one of them will have a job description. That's a job description for the chatbot. Then if you have a receptionist, this is the knowledge base. If you have a virtual coach, this is the knowledge base. If you have a sales closer, it's a knowledge base. Make sense?
Yes, that's custom. I've so
I know thinking is hard.
yeah, I've not received the email that the blog that I sent. I didn't see it. So
Which email? I'm sorry.
I mean the blog, that I created to troubleshoot why is not my company name is not showing. I didn't get it. It didn't come in.
So you and I are going to follow up,
Okay.
and we're going to solve that together.
Okay.
And you can use a scene name for a subdomain. So you could use a subdomain with the hosted thing.
Video hosted. Okay, good. Okay, because I think that should be able to. That's good. All right.
And other than actually working in Noem, what reading articles would help me use Noem to fullest extent? If I'm studying conversation design with CDI. Michelle, the goal is to make it as simple to use as possible. So I would say you don't have to study, you just need to do. Put the bot, like you'll learn from experience. You can, like we said, we can't make it perfect. So get it as good as you can. Don't worry about everything else. Set it out. Let people mess with it. And if you need my support to close that company, email me. We'll jump on a call. I'll support
I
you in
absolutely
everything.
will be calling you to have a meeting when I pitch it. Don't worry about that. Absolutely. Just let me get to that point, that go point. I'm going to sit you in there with the millionaires who can make that. Don't worry. You made it very clear that you're here to help me succeed, and me closing this company would help me succeed. For sure.
You got it, baby. I got your back. I'm tiny and small, and usually nobody sees me when I get their back, but I got your back.
You have
Appreciate
my back too.
Yeah, of course.
We have me too. Thank you.
Of course.
I know I'm gonna get stuck. I'm not really
So let
prepared
me
right
give
now to
you.
tell you exactly where.
I
We are
got
gonna
one.
get the recording to this and the previous session, right?
Yes. So
And
everybody pull up your phones, and we're gonna finish with this one.
Okay.
Scan this, and this will get you into our WhatsApp group, so that if you have any question or any comment or anything like that, and you need me, it might not be immediate, but when I say it, I will respond to you. And you can support each other with wins and celebrations and questions and stuff you discover and all that jazz.
Okay. Just don't take it out yet, because I don't know why this camera is not.
Come on, son. Come on.
Okay. I'm here.
And maybe we'll see Michelle one of these days.
Oh, you better believe when it's time, you will see me for sure. I'm taking it all in, and I get pretty obsessive about things. So I'm taking everything in. I want to play with it. I want to work with it. I don't want to ask you every single question, because I think I'll find that out as I work in it. But when it's time to the things that I haven't found out, because I'm pretty tech savvy, so I know I'll figure it out. That's when I need you, and to explain the value proposition and so forth, so
You got it. Yeah, happy to. And if you guys do something super amazing and you love it, I would really appreciate if you leave us a review on AppSumo. It really, really helps us. And if you do something cool, we would love to feature you on our website. So share your successes with us, because we want to celebrate with you. We're really here for you, to support you in this. So email, WhatsApp, talk to us, be in touch. Don't be a stranger.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out with me today. And I look forward to continuing to talking to you.
Yeah. Last
I
question
look
before you
forward to
go.
the recording, please.
I
To the
will send a
recordings,
recording.
please.
Because I
Thank
know
you
you.
so much.
Yeah, I know you. We do have like you're talking about a token that we can use, but we don't have a numbers. I mean, I know we do have unlimited members as a tier 3. How do we get to know that we're reaching a limit of tokens that we have?
You mean, how do you know how many tokens?
Yes, because we don't.
Yeah.
There's no numbers on the package that we bought, so.
There's 7,500 for AppSumo.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can see it. I don't even know what I'm
Yeah,
looking.
it's right here on the top.
Yeah,
Right.
7,500. So how do we see how many tokens we've used on our account though?
I think in the usage, click on the usage.
On the usage. Okay. Okay. Inbox. Okay, sorry. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Usage, okay, okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
In the usage, it will show you how much you used.
Limits of use, okay.
It'll break it down by day and by project and by agent, so that if you sell it for different people, you can actually see which one of them is using the most.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, chatbots, okay, all right.
So one thing I didn't tell you guys is that I'll tell you just a little bit, just for the fun and kicks and giggles. Let me see. So when I say okay, so I'll tell you just a little bit about me for a second, and then I'll let you go. So we'll be friends. So you know how in the age of AI, everybody clones themselves? So I cloned myself about 15 years ago with this little guy. And you see that stance? I was shocked when I realized who he got that from. So used to be a time when he actually totally looked up to me. Now he's trying to be better than me at everything. And he's really, really good at cooking steaks. Way better than me, which is totally fine because that means I have a little chef.
How old is he? About 17, 18?
He's 16 in 2 weeks. Yeah, 16. I can still kick his ass. So speaking of kicking ass, I'm a Krav Maga addict. Do you guys know Krav Maga?
No.
No, it's the Israeli martial art.
Oh.
So I'm a green belt.
Oh, wow.
If
Wow.
if you follow me on social media, you'll see my journey, and you'll see that sometimes I kick ass. Many times I get my ass kicked.
Wow.
So
Yeah, I did a project for an Israeli company in this past March, and they actually found me on Google through my Google Ads, and they have a conference here in Michigan, in one area about automotive security, and they need an AI to do something, which I had a photo that does that. So they gave me the vision. I have to create their own asset and everything for them, and very excited. So
yeah, it's awesome.
yeah.
Congratulations, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. Then I have shit that I've done around the world, blah, blah, blah. I was working for Google and I was on radio station and TV shows and city bus, blah, blah.
Okay.
But now I'm building this amazing company. And so I'm super excited to do it with you.
That's
And
good.
I have to say goodnight because I'm going to go to my Krav Maga lesson.
All right.
Can I just ask
Thank
you where
you
the
so much
usage
for
is?
everything.
You're welcome.
Where,
Yeah, Ramsey.
I'm sorry, just where do you see the usage?
Under your profile name on the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Top right. Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Good
Thank
night.
you. I'll be expecting to connect so we can finish the other part.
Totally. I will email you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Michelle.
everybody.
Bye-bye.